things, guys. I just wanted to chit chat with you about Google Business Profile. I just think it's a killer program. I mean, I think it's too big to ignore, too big to rig.
Good to see you,
Anything?
Chad. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, that's what I said. Chad got 8 damn his hair's turned gray, hadn't it? He had
Hey, I
dark hair
got a
last time I saw him.
yeah, it's kind of getting little lighter, little lighter, light. But I got a question for you. So the realtors that I talked to, they said that all of the listings need to be posting what the commission rate is. So if they see one that's 0%, they're not showing that house, which means the listing agents are going to have to come up with something.
Damn, they're gonna have to work for their money, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, doggies.
So I mean, what do you think about that? Is that going to be reality, or we're just going to go with the $564 guy?
I'd go with a 564. My experience in Best been very good. Here's a story. They're in violation of the federal law. Okay, you cannot discriminate against showing a house because there's no buyer's commission. So they're not going to show the commission. Okay, so they would have to post it somewhere else, like on the street. This is a whatever. And the minute somebody reports that, they're shut down and somebody's sued. Okay, and so we're going to put it on a website. Like, have you ever seen a public website that somebody didn't blab about it? The fact of the matter is the whole lawsuit was that when there was a reduced buyer's commission, buyer's agents refused to show those properties. That was the crux of the lawsuit. That's why they were found guilty. Keller Williams, all of them, they were found guilty and got these huge lawsuits. In the same way, the National Association of Realtors got millions and millions of dollars in fines for it. So the agents that try to subvert the new law are going to, over time, get busted. Okay, this is really ignorance on their part. And here's the other thing. It only went into effect, the rules went into effect August 17th. So it's just been a few days. So you would have thought the rules have been promulgated forever, right? If you were a broker, would you have not have talked to your agents before this? So what the brokers are saying, don't worry about it. It's not going to be that big of a deal. You know why? Do you want your current workforce to bail? I wouldn't. So you know what happens is they're only doling out the information incrementally so they don't bail, but they know it's here. Okay, so they had to redo their forms. They have to use a buyer's agreement. Okay, but it really hasn't sunk in, because if it was a robust market like it was, like when John Watkins said my dog could sell a home in 3 hours, then if it was that robust market, then buyer's agents would already be in trouble, because there would be so many more people seeing that buyer's agreement that says you got to sign on with me a certain amount of time and you got to pay me. Okay, so, but that ain't going to happen. I mean, Chad, do you believe, would you do that? So you just met somebody, you want to see a house in the neighborhood. Would you sign an agreement with an agent for 6 weeks or 12 weeks or whatever the amount is, and agree to pay them a commission if there's no buyer's commission?
Well, I may not be the best person to ask. I've never used a realtor.
Well, there you go. Well, there you go. I mean, I think you're smart. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But I think the thing about it is, once they understand that, they're not going to do it. They don't. I mean, how many home inspections do you do, especially for younger buyers, have one extra penny? They generally don't. They ain't gonna pay the buyer's commission. Forget that. And you know what happens is, how many people have loyalty to one agent? You see something, you want to see it. How many of them go directly to the listing agent now? Tons of them. Because they don't want to fool the buyer's agent. But the fact of the matter is, some buyer's agents may be able to work it out with a higher end client. I don't know. But the majority of them are going to take a hike. Then the listing agents are going to be feeling all this pressure from a financial side. And I think you're going to see it just continue when commissions go down, because they are required, even to tell their current clients, the things have changed and that commissions are negotiable. You do not have to pay the buyer's commission. Okay, now what they'll say is, I think it's a wise idea to leave it where we are, and this is the reason why. They're going to be saying that, but the word's going to be out pretty quickly. It'll take a bit. Remember, the rules only went into effect the 17th of August. Okay, it's going to take a little bit to filter down. Like Brandon said, they're still having meetings about what does it mean. So they're going to figure it out pretty quick. The consumer is going to tell them if they don't what they think about it. But if I was a flat fee realty, would you be running Google ads and this that? Why are you paying $30,000 commission when you can pay $564? Pretty quick, they'll be running those ads, won't they? I would. So the word will get out through competition and other ways, but it may take a minute. But the beautiful thing about it taking a minute is we can get ready. See what I'm saying? So when it happens, we don't give a because we're ready. It's like going to school. I got them new clothes and them school supplies. Bring it on. Guess what? I'm ready. Okay. So what's going to happen is if we're ready with lead generation strategies that we have in place to replace those units that aren't going to come our way, we don't care. It's those that aren't ready or don't understand it are the ones that are going to get hurt. And there is where we're going to take their market share. Mm-hmm. We're going to be predatory. Woo, we're going to be mean. That's my style. What happens is I don't give a damn about the others. I only care about my clients and making sure you guys make it and your families aren't injured and your income stream's okay. And let me tell you, there's a ton of big factors out there in the marketplace besides Sitzer Burnett. I mean, the home inspection industry is facing all kind of external factors. So I know that all of you guys SWOT analysis is right up to date, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Do I need to get a quiz and just check your work?
From the last time you had a meeting in Fort Myers, it's right up to date.
So really what happens is when you look at SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, there's some external threats out there that are really facing us. You know what I'm saying? I'd be listing those down and say, okay, what are we going to do about it? I mean, John, you're facing some super extra pressure with the number of listings that are available and the number of transactions that are happening and all that. I mean, the big cities are still going. The smaller markets are taking a bath. Okay, so that's the thing, and especially markets like yours, John, where you have high-end homes. So not first-time home buyers or anything are coming in there. That's where they wouldn't anyway today. But the second thing is you got no property to build on. It's kind of your community's kind of built out. So everywhere else you're seeing still new construction going like crazy. So it's a complicated thing, but all real estate is local. But what we got to do is be ready. And we understand it. We're going to be ready. We're gearing up to be ready. We're ready to be ready. And if you do that, then you don't have any worries. So you have less worries. All right. Anything else before we go? I mean, I got no place to be and all day to be there. So to get there. So anything else you might have, Chad? Paul, how about yourself? Anything you might have? I know you're probably not used to me. I go fast.
No, well, this is my first time on this call, so I'm trying to absorb everything pretty much.
There will be a recording.
There's been a lot of good information. Absolutely.
Good, thank you. For all you guys that have a free account here on Home Inspector Huddle, that the recording will be on here for you. So just come back to Huddle, and if you look over on there, it'll say open mic, it'll say replays, and you can see every one that we've done. It's all right there for you.
So that's great. I would like to go back. Absolutely.
Yeah, we started off with some good stuff, and we just continue on every Thursday night. We spend as much time as the customers want. So, but all of the prior recordings are there. So just please come back in and spend enough time.
Hey, Ken, I want to thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and expertise to us, and of course your right hand, or the superior, Miss Bet. She is awesome. So you need to give her a raise, sir.
Did you say you meant the boss?
That boss, there you go, the superior boss, exactly.
But no,
y'all have a phenomenal program. Yes, ma'am. And I'm working on those videos too, Miss Beth. I got some stuff for you. And I'm gonna approve my website this weekend. Yes, ma'am. I'm working on it, ma'am.
Did you hear that? I'm working on those videos. Who
yes,
is the queen of saying you need to produce videos?
Well, thank God I have a younger man that I'm training, and he's all into these video editing and all that. So he got me hyped up, and I have a lot of great ideas and stuff. So y'all got me real excited and motivated. Because I'm gonna share some real quick with you. I'm gonna shut up.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 4 years. And I'll never forget, my mother said these words. She said, this is when I was young in Alaska. My dad was in the Air Force. My mom said, son, it's a sin not to use God's gift. Well, I had a revelation, and my gift is cooking, good relationships, building relationships, blah, blah, blah. And, I went from doing 5 to 6 inspections to now I'm averaging between 25 to 30 inspections by myself. So, and I've been cooking and catering food, Louisiana food, to all these realtors, but I'm realizing I could take my business to the next level by this social media and website. And Miss Beth has been phenomenal. So if you haven't gotten with Miss Beth, she didn't pay me. I promise to say this. Yeah, y'all are phenomenal. So I really love you guys and thank y'all so much. And God bless you.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
Jeff.
it. Now, Chad is also, he's a food man, and I'll tell you, he ran the food route and did all that, cooked them, and the agents loved him. And look at him, he got old and tired, and he ain't doing the inspections. He got the team doing them now. He's
Yeah.
living on, he's riding that dollar now.
Yes, sir. That's my goal.
That's how you started, wasn't it, Chad? You did that cooking, did all that, and they loved it.
Yeah, if you cook, that's the way to go. That is the way to go. You can get right in there, and I mean, everybody can bring Jason's Deli, but not everybody can just bring something that they made. And
that's correct. Yes, sir.
The way to go.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd rather just do the cooking and then have a team of inspectors doing the dirty work. And I'm just cooking for the realtor.
The dirty work.
I'd rather cook than be in the crawl space.
Exactly.
Yeah, crawl space kind of. I've seen some crazy things in that thing. Most of them had 2 eyes and were slithering.
Yes,
I'm like, I don't think so. That's not that good.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, I would encourage
Exactly.
all of the people that that are home inspectors, just come on here and get on Home Inspector Huddle. There's all kind of great resources. It's free. The people that are involved in Home Inspector Help, that's a whole different story. Those are trainings on exactly what to do and how to do it. But that's an inexpensive option as well. But this is completely free, and we get on here and talk about all kind of things, and the recordings are saved, and people can learn a ton of stuff. So I would encourage you to invite your friends. This is really just I call it our social media contribution, really, if you will, to the home inspection industry. I love to chit chat with inspectors and have all kind of discussions. All right, what else? Anything?
I guess I got to figure out if I have an Instagram account.
Yeah, if you talk to
don't,
Beth,
we'll help you.
Yeah, if you don't, we'll help you. Instagram used to be a thing where we couldn't help you, but there's a few things that we can do now. I mean, we still can't do obviously your reels because that's there. We can help you set up a carousel and get some things organized for you. But that's one of those things that's really meant for the individual person to do, because it makes it, as the young people say, it makes it real. So that's really the way that goes. But we can help you organize it and do all those things. And I've got some great content written on it. I probably wrote a training course on it a few months ago on the Home Inspector Help side. So we'll have that new website up, right, Dill? Pretty quick, Dill?
Oh, yes. Yes, Kevin.
Dill is our general manager. So, what happens is I always lean on him. Right, Dill, right, Dill. So he's the guy that has to make it happen. And we have a big team, and he has to get out to think about a stagecoach. He's out there just with the whip trying to keep that team rolling, baby. Yeah. And every time he gets close, Chad, on one project, I give him 3 others. I wouldn't want to be Dill. He's got a rough job.
He thought he had it bad with me.
Yeah, Dill been here 12 years. Can you believe it? He's hung around 12 years. I tell you, he must like abuse.
No.
Send me my passwords for all those things.
Yeah. We can make that happen. No question about it. But there's just little things that you can do to help us do it. That's a big thing. And if you do that, if we're doing it for you, then great. Let us help you. You help us help you, and it'll be a lot better. I just need you to replace the units that are going away. I mean, I don't want you to suffer financially. I need you to understand how important this is, so that we can make those changes. Okay.
Well, yeah. If I can get a list of what you need, then we'll get my son doing it.
Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will how about if I just post it here? Under the resources, and then you can come and get it right from here. That way you don't have to go someplace else and get it. Just come right back here to Huddle. The other thing I'm going to do is we have 7 new blogs going up that are home inspection related. And they all have different aspects of the community, from online strategies, offline strategies, business development strategies. And they're just articles and blog posts about all the things. And we always have helpful checklists in each one. And what I'm going to do is post some of those, a couple of those articles in here as well after the call's over, so that everybody comes or listens to them later. We'll be able to not only listen to the call, but then take in the other resources that are written with the checklist too. So, but for you guys, I'll have the specific things. If you're already doing business with us, you got some very specific things. If you're not, you have to do everything yourself. You know, that's a little bit more difficult. So, okay, I'll get that for you.
All right.
I'm just making myself another note. It'll probably be Saturday. The call will be up tomorrow, but it'll probably be Saturday. Maybe I can work it in before we if it doesn't rain, we're just going to do a little target practice. But if it rains, then I'll be in the office all day. All right. Anything else anybody's got? Again, you know, I got nowhere to be. So
Well, I'm glad you were on the call, and I know Jeff got off, but oh no, Jeff's still on here. Jeff, good that you were on the call also, as well as Chad. I hadn't seen him in a while, and
Claude,
John.
glad to have him. Yeah, good to have him on the
Good
call
to see you,
too.
John.